Hey guys, it's ExandShadow, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario: The 1,000-Year Door. Last part, we saved the Puny Tribe, and in this part, we're going to be heading towards the Crystal Star. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Now that we have all the Punies, we can pretty much just get the Crystal Star. Again, we have to do this puzzle again, though it's a little bit more annoying this time because of stuff like that. It's a little tricky to judge depth perception in Paper Mario 2. Yeah, and to a degree, it's like that in a lot of RPGs. But it makes this puzzle a little bit annoying because it's more than likely that you'll have to go through the pushing them off the ledge and blowing the bubbles over to the other side process. You're probably going to have to do that more than once. So it's a little bit tedious, but it's not really that big of a deal, honestly. It's really not too big of an issue. Now, in this case, it's probably just going to be quicker to take the pipe down rather than trying to blow everybody off of the ledge. Even though it would be fun to make tiny little insects go through a 2-story foot drop, but, you know, I'm feeling benevolent today. So yeah, now we're at the level before. If you remember, to the right, we had the 10 puny battle, but now we got to go to the left. I mean, we had the 10 jabby battle. And these piters here are going to scare off the punies from the ledge. It's just gonna happen. You just gotta deal with the fact that it's gonna happen. So what I recommend doing is use coops to to hit the piters and kill them beforehand. Then go down, re-get all of your punies, and then make another trip back past. If you use Flurry on the side there, you'll reveal this shop, and you can buy some stuff. So, you know, it's like if you're running out of items. So I don't know why you would be running out of items, because you should have more than enough. You'll be fine. But however, there's also this hidden here. Hey, it's Jabble. Why are you hiding back here? Whoa, a Jabby? Not good. That little fellow's gonna get mixed up in my stock. But I suppose I can't go disciplining him. He's just a kid after all. Oh, what a precious little thing. He hasn't done anything wrong. Mario, we must simply go easy on the poor dear. Okay, we'll leave him be. Oh, what ails you, my little pudding pie? He seems so lonely, doesn't he, Mario? Why, he looks like I do when I step into the spotlight and forget my first line. Ooh, hold up now. You want to join us? So yeah, this is Jabby. This is Jabble. He's the Jabby that Punio was talking about earlier. So yeah, that's just a nice little thing that that you can find. I mean, he's technically part of your group, so you technically have 102 Punies in your group now. But the cool thing about this is that I didn't know that was there for quite some time. It took me like 3 or 4 playthroughs to realize that you could actually recruit Jabble as part of your team. So I think that that's fairly awesome. I mean, does it impact anything? Not really. He shows up in some of the cinematics now, but other than that, he doesn't impact anything, but it's just cool to have him there. Anyway, to get the badge that I just got, what you gotta do is you gotta use coops to hit the hidden block that's right underneath it, then do some platforming in order to jump on it, then you get the badge, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you're going to be spending a lot of time just going down and then back up, then going down and then back up. But it's really not that big of a deal, especially if you clear all the piters ahead of the time. You're not going to do too much backtracking. But anyway, now if we go into here... I switched my... Oh yeah, I want Flurry because it's another Jabby battle. Sorry, I get their names mixed up. So yeah, there's 100 of them this time, and you might actually lose if you're not careful. So again, same strategy as before, you're going to want to use Flurry in order to knock as many Jabbies away as fast as possible. You can get rid of like a good 60 of them, and you can sneak up on them too. So it's like, yeah, you're pretty much going to be fine for this. After you use Flurry to knock them aside, to knock the Jabbies aside, I'd recommend just like walking around and trying to go to wherever you find Jabbies, and then once you do that, you'll destroy them, and then the Punies will all get up and go into the thing and then blow it up. That siren sound gets a little bit annoying though. It's very distinctive, I'll give it that, but it's also rather irritating. So anyway, yeah, now that we've cleared out the Jabby Fortress, we can continue moving on with the dungeon. Ignore that stone pedestal right now. It's not useful at this point. But yes, since I won the battle, that off-screen battle, I get another level up! Woohoo! What do I level up today? I think it's badge points. So yeah, you should, if you're fighting if you're fighting a fair number of battles, you should have 9, badge points at this point. I don't actually, the thing is, I don't actually upgrade my badge points just yet, because I'm waiting for the quick change badge, which I should be able to get after this chapter. So anyway, let's place the puny orb here, on the weird looking pedestal. Ah, shit. Probably should have seen that one coming, to be honest. What? What just happened? Man, you guys are dense. Brilliant little trap, huh? And boy, did you bite on it. I saw you sticking that silly stone in the pedestal, so I made a fake one. Awesome. I mean, I knew it was great, but seeing you fall for it gives me a warm fuzzy. Talk about complete idiots. You guys are so dumb it hurts. Anyway, with you fools out of the picture, I could take my time hunting the crystal star. We got outsmarted by Lord Crump. I feel like a dipshit. So anyway, yeah, you have to activate this trap in order to move on with the game. However, you can just slip out of the cage because you've got the paper ability and stuff. So now, if you go down into this area right here, you'll see a that little pattern in the back. Sun, moon. Remember the 4 symbols. That's a sun, a moon, then a puny, then a star. It's been consistent every time I've played the game. It's had that exact same pattern every single time. So if it's random, somebody please inform me. But I'm pretty sure it's a set. That's the set pattern for it. So yes, now we got to backtrack to the room where we got the blue key in order to solve this puzzle. You remember those odd-shaped pedestals? Yeah, well, that's where we got to go back. Thankfully, the backtracking isn't too bad. It doesn't take too long, especially since you can take all the stupid shortcuts you want because, you don't have punies to worry about this time. You can just jump off ledges as much as you want, and you don't have to go back and find them or worry about if they're missing or not. You can just, walk around the way you want to walk around. So, yep, you go back up. And you go there. And then you walk to the left. I don't really have a lot to say at this point, because, backtracking. I guess I could say that, yeah, so, yeah, the backtracking. I brought this up before, but the backtracking really isn't that bad, honestly. Actually, I think I'm going the wrong way at this point. Am I going the wrong way? I don't really... No, I don't think... Yeah, I was going the wrong way. I don't know why I left all of this in, though, to be honest. I think I was going the wrong way for quite a while, actually. Oh, me and my stupid editing. So, yeah, don't do as I do, viewers. Just, yeah, I remember. You have to go to the right, area where you have to go past the area where we did the 10 Jabby battle. So, but when it comes to the backtracking, it's a major complaint. And I gotta wonder, though, is it... oh, well, we're in the room. So, yeah, remember sun, moon, puny, star. That's the puzzle solution. But the thing is that I actually like the backtracking to an extent. I mean, if you have backtracking to an extent, it makes the world seem a lot more cohesive. It's not like you're always moving forward, and when you go into a new room, you forget about the last one. It makes the world seem a lot bigger in a way, especially by... well, actually, it makes the world seem smaller in a way, which I like, because, it's more to explore. Anyway, you got a Super Boots. Yeah, grammar fail, Nintendo. So yes, we got our first power upgrade. An interesting thing comparing it to the first game. In the first game, you upgraded your hammer, and then your boots, and then your hammer, and then your boots. In this game, you upgrade your boots, then your hammer, then your boots, then your hammer, which I think is an interesting change. Anyway, the super boots do two things. First, it gives you the field ability of being able to do a spin jump. So if you press A in the middle of your jump, you can do a spin jump, which will allow you to break through certain floors and activate certain switches. In battle, the super boots make it so that your jumps do 2 damage each as opposed to doing 1 damage each, making your jumps pretty much the way you're going to want to attack for a while. I mean, you're going to have to use the hammer on enemies with defense, but for the most part, you know, you're going to want to use the boots because, you know, 4 damage is better than 2 damage. You know what I mean? So if you fall through the floor here, there's some stuff you can get. So some mild platforming. Then we get another shine sprite. Yay! And if you go to the left here, you can use scoops and get the charge badge, which is pretty useless, so I don't usually bother. I don't think there's anything else hidden in the bushes, so yeah, you can pretty much ignore them. I check anyway, just because I never remember whether or not there's something in there. But anyway, back to my point about the backtracking, since now you have to go back to the punies and free them. I like the backtracking because it makes the world seem much more like a world than a random dungeon that has no purpose other than being a dungeon. You see, the thing is that when I'm playing a video game, one thing that I like about a game world, that I want a game world to be, is I like it to feel cohesive and like a real place. It's sort of my problem with a lot of platformers that use the map screen sort of thing. It feels very much like you're picking your levels off a list and they're not really connected in any sort of way. In a game like this, you know, yeah, the backtracking's a little bit tedious, but at least it makes the world seem a lot more like a real world. Because in the real world, you're not always moving forward. You know, you're moving back and forth and such. In a game where you don't backtrack and you just keep on moving forward with no backtracking at all, it just seems very... everything feels very separate. And in Paper Mario 2's case, the backtracking's a little bit obnoxious, but I'd rather have that than, you know, having a world that doesn't feel quite as fleshed out. So anyway, now that we have the super jump, we can break through that platform there and free the punies. However, getting them all into the hole is a little bit annoying. Sometimes you'll need to remove and then place the puny orb just to get them back to center, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying. A little bit. Like right now, I've got... Come on, dude. It's like, get in the hole. It sounds like these where I wish I could use the C-stick like a Pikmin to command them, but no such luck. But now we've freed all the punies, so we can further our search for the Crystal Star. Yay! So, if you remember in the last room, there was a hole that I broke with the super jump. And if we push all the punies through the hole, we can go down that pipe there with the stump. That's pipe on the stump there. So, same deal as usual. You place the puny orb. You blow all of the punies into the hole. Yeah. I have a lot better luck this time, though. I love that. I go to the side in order to push the punies in, and then they move to the other side. I'm like, dudes, stop. Why can't they jump down the hole anyway, the wimps? So yeah, we're gonna go down the hole. Mario, go down the hole. So we've got a little bit more dungeon ahead of us. Nothing too bad, though. Some more enemies, but nothing too drastic. You know, just your standard X-nauts goons and boggly wood enemies that we've been seeing throughout the area. Nothing too hard. And you can always backtrack back to the main hall if you need some more health in any way. So it's not like you're going to be running short on health or anything. You know, because there's a save block in a relatively close distance that you can backtrack to pretty quickly. I mean, it's a few minutes out of your time, but it's not that bad. Anyway, now we've got a little puzzle room involving the water there. So here's pretty much what you got to do. I think there's a switch somewhere down here. I think. Don't. Oh yeah, you gotta jump over these blocks. Then you gotta... No, you don't go down, you go up. You need to go... That's the pipe out. that you need to take with the Punies. So what you need to do is you need to get Coops. So you step on the button, but that makes the switch go down. So you get off, the switch comes back off, you let go, and then all of the water flushes down the drain, filling up the area below. But while it raises the water, it also raises the lily pads, which are safe to walk on. So since they're safe to walk on, that means that the Punies can go down them too. So that means that we can cross that side. But however, there's also a treasure chest here first, so don't just go down right away. The Shrink Stomp, it can, the Shrink Stomp can shrink enemies, but I don't find any of the badges that do status ailments to be particularly useful, because they don't really work a whole lot. So they're not the most useful thing in the game. I don't generally recommend using them. But yeah, there's a shine sprite right there. You gotta do some minimal platforming in order to get it. So don't be a dipshit and walk into the water like I keep doing. The thing is that the Punies, there's so many Punies on the screen at once, it's hard to see where it's safe to walk. Like, I can't see where the lily pads are in this situation, because, you know, they're all the Punies are in the way. I mean, I like the Punies and all, but, I mean, they don't have to swarm all around me. But yeah, that's another shine sprite. You should have 2 extra. You should have 2. You should have 6 plus 2 extra. That would be 8. Ted, do basic math. So anyway, this pedestal looks a lot more important than all the other ones, and that lowering seems a lot more important than all the other ones. I think the crystal star is nearby. Oh, especially since there's a save point and a heart block right there. That usually means that something big's gonna happen. So, yeah, instead of doing the epic thing now, I'm gonna make you guys wait until next time. I'm ExandShadow, and I'll see you guys later.